Hi guys, my name is Aaron Chandler from Forever Rovers. I hope you all had a very, very Merry Christmas. Yeah, you kind of had an idea that Doncaster would soon fall into the category of clubs that have been mismanaged by the EFL and now have COVID, because it has just been announced in the last few minutes that 2 players have tested positive for COVID-19, unnamed at the minute. And several others are showing symptoms, so over the next couple of days they're going to do some more testing, and we have been forced to postpone the Accrington match. We are in fact the 5th club on Boxing Day to not play a match in League One. How and why is the Premier League getting better COVID treatment? And the Championship? League 1 and League 2 are being forced to suffer because of the stupid Premier League getting more money and more rapid testing. Because they want to make sure that all the games are played where the money is. This isn't some rant about, oh, lower league clubs get less treatment. No, I'm not saying this is a rant about we get less treatment. This is a rant that the Premier League are getting more treatment. How is that fair? How is that bloody fair? And every other club thinks that. Portsmouth, their owners call for the government and the EFL to do more. But they're not doing it because the Championship is where the money is. Championship is where the advertising is. All their profits are going into the Championship. League 1, League 2, forget them. They're no. You know what? Let's do a long-term plan. Let's use COVID as an excuse as well. But let's create a long-term plan where League 1 and League 2 will eventually go bust and become brand new non-league Premiership divisions. And then we've got the Championship to ourselves. Yay! We've got our cash cow. No. It's not fair. It's not bloody fair. So let's have a look at exactly what's been said. So all the information came from the Free Press, and it says as follows. Rovers have confirmed that 2 unnamed players have been tested positive for the virus, while several others are displaying symptoms. And with no time to test the rest of the squad and coaching staff ahead of Accrington's game, the club has been forced to postpone the match. It's understood the rest of the squad will be tested over the next couple of days to determine whether the virus has spread throughout the group. Tuesday's trip to Fleetwood is now in serious doubt, while the trips to Peterborough and Oxford are also under threat should COVID-19 be more prevalent within the squad. The club released a statement saying that Doncaster Rovers can confirm that 2 unnamed players have tested positive for COVID-19, with more players displaying symptoms. The safety and health of our players, staff and everyone around the club is paramount, and therefore we have informed the EFL that we are unable to fulfil our fixture against Accrington Stanley. Yeah, basically you've told the EFL, and the EFL is going to turn around now and say, well, we don't give a bloody hell. We don't give a hoots about what you do. We don't the EFL will say in their heads, in their sick minds, their twisted crime in football minds, we don't care that you can't fulfill your fixture because our money's on the Championship. So you guys go ahead, postpone your fixture, you get no money, Championship gets it instead. That's the EFL for you. Rick Parry, the selfish prick. Since returning to training back in August 2020, Rovers have implemented and followed wide-ranging and comprehensive protocols to protect its players and staff, adhering to all the latest advice and guidance provided by the 50-50 government and the EFL that are the crime in football. The 2 people you need to trust, isn't it? Where you've got nothing, you have to trust the devil. There we go. The club will not be naming individuals who are currently self-isolating and ask that their privacy is respected. Well done for the club for saying that. We'd like to thank Accrington Stanley for their understanding following news of the postponement. Big thank you from me as well to Accrington Stanley, because I know you guys are feeling the effects of this. You've already got a few games in hand, so you know you've got more game in hand now. So fair play to Accrington for understanding. League 1 has been badly affected by the virus, with Rovers game the 5th on Boxing Day to be postponed. The 5th! 5th game. 5 games postponed. When, and I'll put my phone down for this, when is enough enough? When is enough enough? When five games in League One are postponed on Boxing Day. 5. How, when can you say enough's enough? Government ain't doing jack shit. EFL aren't doing jack shit. What can we do? What can we do? We can't do anything. The EFL's in charge of League One. Government are the biggest money source to the lower league clubs. They could give something. But actually, and this is the funny part, and I noticed this, they've given less support money during the pandemic than they have in the regular season. How's that going to work? The fact that during the first lockdown and during the first sort of thing, they gave this support package out, and now during this period, they've given less money. When times are tough, you need to give them more money. And you need to stop negotiating with your Premier League buddies up at the top, you know, the ones that rule over Liverpool and Manchester United, and you need to give the clubs in the lower leagues more dosh, more wonga, more money. Because if not, just like that, clubs go bust. Clubs go bust just like that. And I'm not saying that Doncaster Rovers are on the brink of administration. They've come out and said we are not in an administration situation. We are just getting by. We're balancing the books. But I feel sorry for other clubs. And going back to COVID, the test and trace system for League One compared to the Premier League is a disgrace. And the reason why it's not as good as the Premier League is because they think, well, the Premier League's giving us more money. You know, let's give them the best services and let's leave League One and League Two in the dust. How is that fair? How the hell is that fair? Rick Parry, the selfish prick. Get him and the rest of his board out of football. Because what are they actually doing for this league? What are they actually doing for football? I'll tell you what they're doing. Rick Parry's a former Premier League owner. He is doing a step-by-step, year-by-year, month-by-month, day-by-day, long-term development plan to give the Premier League more money, more respect, more notice, and he's got the secret plan in his head. He's like an evil villain. He's like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons. He's got this evil plan in his mind to leave League One and League Two in the dust, and who knows, maybe even the Championship. Their time will come. Once League One and League Two are bust and gone, and they've swept it under the carpet because it's not the Premier League, it's not the big news in sports, so they've swept it under the carpet. How long will it be now before the Championship starts getting the repercussions? We, as football fans, need to protest against justice, rights, and equal respect than the Premier League and the Championship, because if not, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. And the Premier League, they need to start taking some responsibility as well, because the EFL aren't doing anything, the government aren't doing jack shit, so the Premier League need to grow some balls, step up, and do something. Do the right thing. Don't just do something, because what they'll do is they'll take more money from us. Do the right thing. Give money to these lower league clubs. I'm not saying 15 million. I'm saying 500 million. I'm saying 200 million. I'm saying 350 million. Share a huge sum of money with every single club in League 1 and 2. Championship, they'll be fine. League 1, League 2, that's where the problems are. Because I'll reference it again. The test and trace systems compared to the Premier League is a disgrace. The gap is so far because they do not care about League 1, League 2. And the sooner that prick, Rick Parry, is out of the EFL and out of football, the better. Because we need someone who cares about the sport. But we've got someone who cares about money, business, and his old little chubby mates in the Premier League. That's who he cares about. He cares about giving his Premier League mates more money. And how does he do that? He'll use COVID as an excuse. He'll use financial troubles as an excuse. He'll blame the clubs themselves. I don't care if it's not your club. You're running the league. You are running the leagues. So the clubs are indebted to you, Rick Parry, you selfish pantomime prick. Give us money or get out of football. So by now the preview video will have been deleted. I will re-record that preview video when the game is rescheduled. You're probably not going to see a preview video now for the next couple of weeks because we've got no games for a couple of weeks. Any daily reports, the DRFC daily reports will still continue though. Anytime there's news, we will do a daily report. So I've seen James Coppinger's new signed third kit released today. It looks nice, to be fair. But yeah, the daily reports, news reports series will continue when we get more news on this. And, you know, the previews will come back in a few weeks. And the reviews will come back in a few weeks as well. But something needs to change. Something needs to change. And you know what? It's heartbreaking. Because the sport that I love is being mismanaged by that selfish prick, Rick Parry. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Stay tuned for more daily reports over the next few weeks while there's no games. And for now, guys, I'm Aaron Chandler from Forever Rovers, and that is full time. Parry out. Game out. Get him out of football.